Hello everyone and welcome to the Displaced Kitten. Today we'll be doing an oldie but a goodie unboxing. It's one of the Modern Horizons 3 Commander deck. Tricky terrain. I've been wanting to try it for a while and I got it for the holidays. So let's see what is inside this Commander deck that is held by Omo, Queen of Vesuba. Queen Omo is the shared title of identical twin sisters who rule Dominaria's island of Vesuba, bound together to act as one. So this one includes the 100 card decks, 50 new cards, a deck box, 10 double-sided token cards, full edge display commander, a life wheel, reference cards, and it should have a collector booster sample. I think, yeah, somewhere. Anyway, let's crack it open. Tricky terrain, ramp lands, grow value. Love the sound of it. I also probably want to use the base or some of the bases of this commander deck for what's his name? Traveling bar from Final Fantasy. There's a lot of things that I want to use in this deck for that deck. Land a perfectly synchronized smackdown. That's nice. It's a very Simic motto. Some counters, punch out. We got the deck, we got some icons, Modern Horizon 3 Commander and the Magic the Gathering icon. There's a life counter. It's been a while since I've seen one. There's Omo, Queen of Vesuba, our commander. Got a nice and beautiful and big poster. Omo, Queen of Vesuba, it's actually the short title, blah blah blah. One of the sisters oversees future, the other of the past. Queen Omo, they have command of Vesuba's repository of flowstone, blah blah blah. Sister collaborative roof. Okay. So here's a beautiful poster of the twin sisters. Let's see what the back says about our deck. Tricky terrain, playing the deck, lands take center stage thanks to the mighty of Omo. Yeah, there's a lot of lands in this deck. I believe it's like 42. Discover ways to make and use specific land types from Gaze to Loxy and assemble powerful land-based combos from across the multiverse. Will you tap a single land for 10 mana, attack with 10 land creatures at once, or maybe awaken Marit Lage? Try to do it all with the help of classic green and blue card draw, mana acceleration, and huge creatures. Yeah, sounds very Simic-y. And then this is our collector booster sample pack. Some amazing things we can find in the Modern Horizon 3, so hopefully I'll get something fun. Nice. I got a Spy Master's Bolt in the showcase frame. I love this. It's one of my favorite new lands of this cycle, and I have a few decks with it, but I didn't have the showcase version. And I got a retrofoil sorcery meltdown, destroy each artifact with mana value X or less. Pretty cool. Now let's go over the deck. Let's see what I can open this, probably in the top. There's Omo, Queen of Bazuba, in the thicker cut out cardboard whatever. Let's take a closer look. There's GOT, Moag Ancient. It's the sub-commander. Cares about creating 1/1 green forest dryad land creature tokens. So now let's see what is in the 99 of the deck, starting with some of the new cards. March from Belly's Bell. Followed by Wonderscape Sage. So March of the Belly's base is kind of like a land copier. You choose a non-basic land type. Each land you control becomes that type. Becomes a copy of target creature. No, each land you control of that type becomes a copy of a creature. That's interesting. And then we got Wonderscape Sage. Sorry about that. It's flying, and you can tap it to return a land you control to its owner's hand. Draw a card, and discard a card unless that land had a non-basic land type, very specific. But Moonfolks, they do a lot of those weird shenanigans. Copy land, it's an enchantment that you may have it, enter as a copy of any land in the battlefield. We got Desert Warfare. It's another enchantment. Whenever you sacrifice a desert, and whenever a desert is put into your graveyard from my hand or library, put that card onto the battlefield under your control at the beginning of the next end step. In the beginning of combat in your turn, if you control 5 deserts, create that many 1/1 red, green, and white sand warrior creature tokens taking haste. That's nice. You got Trench Post, a Locust. You can tap it for the colorless mana, and also target players mill a card for each Locust you control. That's interesting. There's some milling there. I got a Sage of the Maze. It's creature elf wizard. You can add 2 mana in any combination of colors, and until end of turn you can also tap him. A land becomes an XX citizen with haste in addition to its other type, where X is twice the number of gates you control. Activate as a sorcery only. You can also tap an untap gate you control to untap Sage of the Maze. So you can untap, tap, tap, untap, tap, and then create a lot of those XX citizens. Laser Quarry. This is one that I actually included in my Final Fantasy Terra deck. You can tap it to add a colorless. You can sacrifice a creature for a mana of any color. It's a desert, by the way. You can also pay to an X, where you can sacrifice the desert itself. You can exile a creature card with mana value X from your graveyard to create a token that's a copy of it, but it's a 4/4 zombie. Got Rampant Frogantua. It's a frog. Trample, and it gets 10/10 for each player who lost the game. That's insane. Whenever Rampant Frogantua deals combat damage to a player, I may mill that many cards and put any number of land cards from among them. That's crazy. Onto the battlefield tab. You got Token Palace, which is a cave. You can add for blue, and you can exile 7 cards and add blue. And when you spend this mana to cast a spell or activate an ability, copy that spell or ability. Pretty cool. With Horizon of Progress, you can pay a life to add mana of any color, you can pay 3 to put a land card, you can also sacrifice the Horizon to draw a card. We got Planar Nexus, which is basically a land that has every non-basic land type. I'm assuming it works with towns from Final Fantasy, but not 100% sure yet. And then we got a sorcery. Aggressive Biomancy, XX, green and blue. Create X tokens that are copies of target creature you control, except they have when these creatures enters the battlefield, it fights up to one target creature you don't control. That's an amazing board wipe in Simic, which really could use those sort of board wipes that take advantage of the huge mana you get, and you can produce in those colors. We got a showcase of this set. It's Talon Gates of Madara. Talon Gates of Madara enter the battlefield and then a creature faces out. You can tap it for colorless, it's a gate by the way. You can pay 1 and tap it to add 1 mana of any color, and then you can pay 4 to put Talon Gates of Madara from your hand onto the battlefield. Should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14 and 14 with the commander and sub-commanders for the 15 new cards. So let's take a look at the reprints. We got Hydroid Crisis. I'm just gonna go faster with these ones because they're just reprints in case you already know them. We got Terastodon, Lair of the Hydra, Nissa, Steward of Elements, Mage of the Candelabra. I wish this also included the original Candelabra artifact, but I guess because that's a bit too expensive. With Lombarding Falls, Blast Zone, Apex Devastator, which I love, but I'm not sure if we have a lot of X spells in this deck. It's a good include. Then we got Rinroot Cascade, Summary Dismissal, Javimaya Coast, and Flooded Grove. We got Hour of Promise, Classic Ramonab Excavator. We got Hydra Broodmaster. We got Drowning Dreams. You can definitely drown a player with the amount of Milan card draw. You got Binding Glimmers Gnarl, Vivian Reed, Javimaya, beautiful reprint there. Another beautiful reprint with new art, Dryad of the Elysian Grove, and a Mirage Mirror. We got Overflowing Basin, Temple of Mystery, Easy Cut, all of those temples, Chromatic Lantern, and Oblivion Stone. We got a Commander Finisher with Skewed Swarm, Open Wild Hydra, Evacuation, nice board wipe, Replication Technique, Finale of Revelation, Mana Reflection, Uro, another beautiful reprint, another good board wipe, Curse of the Swine, and Besua for a nice land. And then Dark Depths. It's been a while, Dark Depths. 2, 3, 4, 5. But this is the deck that can definitely manifest it. You got the Thespian Stage, so we even have the compo. You got Avenger of Zendikar, Seer's Sundial, Rampaging Veloth, Fog Bank, no idea what they put there, Ursa's Power Plant, Ursa's Tower, and Ursa's Mine. We got Satyr Wayfinder, Simic Guildgate, With Arcane Denial, classic. Treasure Cruise, and a Sol Ring, another classic. I wish for Modern Horizon they would have printed them in different. New Art, Basilisk Gate, and Beast Within. With Tatioba, Benzine Druid, Propaganda, Simic Growth Chamber, Floriferous Vine Wall, very meh reprint added there, Arcane Signet. I think we have 60 so far, so we're getting there. Got Desert of the Indomitable, Hasheb Oasis, Expedition Map, Hidden Cataract. This is actually nice. This is from one of the Discover lands in the 1, 3, 4, 5 Post Caverns of Ixalant recent set. Still recent in standard also. Hidden Nursery for the other one. Volatile Fault, Growth Spiral, classic. Elvish Rejuvenator, Urban Evolution, and Harmonize. Funny that they put Harmonize. I will put some of the other blue card draw spells that are a bit cheaper, to be honest. Thornwood Falls, Cloudpost, Sylvan's Crying, Civic Smile, and Pongify, Felosh Oasis, School Winder, Desert of the Mindful, Command Tower, and a beautiful, cute Poison Dart Frog. What are you doing there, buddy? You're a bit too wacky for the commander, I guess. I think only missing 20 cards. So Glimmer Post, Eureka Moment, Quandrix Campus, and then 1, 2 islands, then 1 more island over here. So 3 basic islands, 4 basic forest. So that's pretty much the deck. Let's take a look at the tokens. Marid Lage, Ape, Forest Rider, Beast, another Beast, Zombie, Hydra, Zombie, Beast, and Forest Rider. And on the back, we got BBN Raid's emblem, an elephant, plant, boars, another elephant, an insect, copy insect, and the boar insect, and the Sun Warrior, and a plant. That's pretty much what this deck has. So I do like it. There's a lot of room for improvement, refining a bit of the more clunky stuff that the deck has, but it has definitely a lot of potential. So I'm hoping to use Omo and add a few of those everything counters on splashing on the creatures, but adding more creature type alts, unique synergies. And I'm wondering what sort of hidden or more obscure creature type you can boost with this deck. Kavu is the first one that comes to mind because it's one of the less support, but it's mostly a red color creature type. Anyway, guys, this was a very fun deck. Can't wait to try it. I also really like the printing for this deck, I have to say. It's very neat. Colors are very how I wish the colors in Magic cards should be. Like I'm not a huge fan, for example, of Japanese printing, but sometimes with the American printings, I feel like the ink is like too dark. I feel like they really got a good result with the color printings on this set. As a last treat, actually, let me show you what Omo looks like in her alternate. I think it's Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys like this last addition content of, because I wanted to get a ripple foil for people that have never seen them. I have personally never seen it before, and I do like it. I love this Romo, sorry, ripple foil Omo Queen of Vesua, and I hope you like this type of content. If you like it, like and subscribe. I'm new, could really use the help, and I'm hoping to get also into other type of commander sort of videos like tutorials, deck techs. In the meantime, I'm really enjoying these unboxings. Good luck in your polls, and hope you guys have an amazing new year.